Hello, my loves. What is your passion? What is that thing that just drives you? What is that thing that you wake up thinking about, you go to sleep thinking about? What is that thing that you do without any effort? What is that thing that people are always saying, oh my God, you are great at that. You should do that. Oh my God, like that is awesome. Like you just do it so effortlessly. Oh my God, you're so awesome. Like, what is that thing? What is it? Pinpoint what that thing is. Pay attention to your daily life and pay attention to what people say around you and pay attention to how people respond to some of the things that you do. And if you have these great responses and you constantly get these awesome compliments and you constantly see that this thing is so easy that if somebody asks you to do it this very moment without preparation, you're ready. You don't have to write anything down. You don't have to sit and memorize anything. You don't have to come up with some type of logic. You don't have to do anything but be you. It's just something that's in you. So, what is that thing? Listen, when I do some of these videos, I am not just talking to you guys, I am talking to myself as well. Because at the end of the day, there are some things in me that are just sitting there and they need to come out. And that's what I'm telling you today. Push it out. It's time to birth. It's time to push out that passion. It's time to push out that dream. It's time to push out that vision. No more sitting there. No more settling on it. No more waiting. No more holding back. No more questioning yourself. No more doubting yourself. No more not believing in yourself. There's a story behind your life. There's a story behind why you feel the way that you feel about certain things. There's a story behind why you want to do certain things in your life. There's a story behind me, and it's coming soon. It's called No More Settling in my book that I'm going to release. But other than that, there is something in me that causes me to say, I want to go beyond a book. I want to do more than a book. I want to do more things in life that can impact lives, that can change lives, that can make people feel great about themselves, that can make them feel great about life, that can make them see life in such a positive manner. That is my goal. My goal is to have happy, whole, and successful, loving people live in this world. This crazy world, this insane world that we live in, that we have to live in, so we can make the best of it. We can. But what you have to do is you have to believe in yourself. So that thing that you've been sitting on, let's stop sitting. That thing that you just been sitting back waiting on someone to give you a chance. Let's stop waiting on people. Don't wait on anybody else. If I would have waited, I would have never started doing these videos. If I would have waited, I would have never spoke in front of people. If I would have waited, I would have never started writing a book. That I didn't wait. I waited too long, but I'm not waiting anymore because it's time. It's time for things to be seen to the world. There's a time for everything. God has positioned you in a certain time for certain things. God is there. God is helping you. God is showing you those things that you keep seeing, those things that you keep hearing, and you're trying to figure out, why the heck do I keep hearing this? Why the heck do I keep feeling like this about this? Why the heck do I keep getting up in the middle of the night and can't go to sleep? Why? Because there's something in you. There's something greater than where you are. You may even feel like you're in the greatest place in your life, but there's still other places that you can go. There are other places that you can be. It's not just what's around you. That's not just what's in you. There's something greater out there. So what you need to do is start pushing out what's in you to get to the greater that's outside of you. You want to get to that. You want to get to that without regrets. You want to get to that in God's timing. You want to know that you're on the right path, but you also want to go after everything that God has called you to be. You want to go after everything you're passionate about. You want to go after everything that you have this urgency for. It's not crazy. You may look around and say, oh, no one's doing that. Nobody's doing this. No one has ever even talked about this. Who cares? No one ever talked about the car, but guess what? We're all driving in. We're all driving in cars because somebody had the boldness to step out and build a car. Nobody really thought about houses. But guess what? We live in houses because someone decided, I'm going to build a house. You have to decide, step out. And yes, it may not be easy. And yes, at first you may not get where you want to be at. But at the end of the day, you have to start somewhere. You have to go somewhere, because if you don't, you will remain stagnant, and you do not want to remain that way. And you look back over your life and you're trying to figure out, why am I still here? Why am I still in the same spot I was in 5 years ago? Because you didn't step out on what was in you. So tap into that thing that you're passionate about. Tap into that thing that you're awesome at. Tap into that thing that you may not even have a degree for. You may not have any type of background in it. You may not have any skills. But guess what? When God gives you something, you don't have to have a degree. You don't have to have skills. All you have to do is have what He put in you. And just do it. Just do it. Go after that thing in you that has been fired up and that's burning inside of you. Have a great day, my loves.